What's up, everyone, and welcome to Gianni TV. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the Arsenal vs Atletico Bilbao match preview. First Champions League game. We had a good Champions League campaign last season. Made it to the semi-finals. Unfortunately, bowed out against PSG. But this season, our squad looks um, much more better to compete in most of the competitions. As we saw on Saturday when we beat Nottingham Forest, we're missing Saka. Rice didn't start. Havertz is out. Odegaard got injured in the first 20 minutes. So we've got a lot of squad depth, which is really good. And I'm quite confident for this game, even though we have those casualties. Seen the team news today that Bakayo Saka and Odegaard didn't train today, so they won't be in the squad. But I feel very confident, even though they're not in the squad, because of our recruitment we done this season. I think we've signed very well. I think we've strengthened every single position on the pitch. So there's two players competing for at least one position. But yeah, on to the game. I think it's going to be a tough one. It's a very early kickoff in Spain. Bilbao at the San Mamés Stadium, I think. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one. It's 5:45, so we will see. We'll see what Arsenal can do to start off the campaign. Um, I don't know. Atletico Madrid's form is a bit on and off. They won three games and they lost two. So they lost their last game in La Liga against Deportivo. I think Deportivo. I think they lost their last game against, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they played at home and they lost 1-0. We played at home and we won 3-0. So yeah, but that means nothing. They do have a couple of good players to look out for, like Iñaki Williams, his brother Nico Williams, which I'm not too sure if he's going to play tomorrow because he was injured for the game on the weekend. He had a groin injury, but he's a doubt for the game tomorrow against Arsenal. So we'll see. But we played Atletico Bilbao in preseason already, and we beat them. I think we beat them 3-0. Yeah, that's when Gyökeres scored. I think it was 3-0. My memory can't recall. I know the game was like a month ago, but I think we beat them. I think it was 3-0. If I'm not mistaken. I know Gyökeres scored a header in that game. But yeah, obviously going to be different now. It's first game of the Champions League. They will be up for it. They just come back off a loss, so we'll see. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be good to see Arsenal back in the Champions League. Hopefully, we can go all the way this time and win our first Champions League. Our fixtures don't look too bad in the league stages. I think we've got Olympiacos next. The only tough games for us is, for me personally, I think Arsenal's toughest games will be tomorrow against Atletico Bilbao because they do have a good defense, firstly. And then I think Bayern Munich and Inter Milan away. I think those will be the games to be like, ooh, we'll have to see. But I think we will be good enough to win tomorrow. I think our squad's very confident. We have so many options, even though we have quite a few injuries. Gyökeres scored again. Madueke was very good on Saturday. Eze got an assist. So our new signings have been doing well. Subamendi also got a couple of goals. So our new signings have been doing really well. Mosquera too had a good game. So yeah, Saliba's also back in training. So that's positive news for us ahead of a tough week because we go to Bilbao and then we got City at home on Sunday, which will be quite tough. So yeah, but I think Arteta will make some changes for this game. I think he'll make a few changes because on Saturday we were quite surprised with some of the players that featured in the team. Me personally, seeing Moreno, I was quite surprised seeing Moreno start. But he played really well. I think he played really well. He played up front for the last half an hour, which is smart of Arteta because he knows that Gyökeres played both of Sweden's games. So yeah, playing for 60 minutes, bring him off, and yeah, I think that's gonna be Arteta's biggest task this season is to manage the squad, keep everyone happy, give everyone good minutes, and yeah, it's good that we don't have to rely on Martinelli, Trossard on that left the whole time. Uh, they came on like what for the last 15 minutes of the last game, and I was like, wow, we've got proper depth in our squad because we can take Eze and Madueke off and bring on Martinelli and Trossard, which is not bad. Um, even with Saka, even with Saka being out, it's actually a very good depth that we have. Even got Max Downman on the bench. One he came on early for Odegaard and played really well. I thought he was. I thought when Odegaard played, he was rushing his passes a lot. Didn't look confident, but didn't have the final pass in him. Waneri came on and he controlled that attacking midfield role really well. Kept the ball, played a lot of forward passes, a lot of confident turns, which I like. So yeah, I do trust that one area. I think Arteta needs to play him a bit more, especially in big games too, because he can unlock defenses, because he can run at defenders. He plays a ball in behind. He's got good close control. So yeah, we have to trust the young players. And yeah, but going for my starting 11, I'll go with David Raya in goal. I would start with Miles Lewis Kelly. I'll bring in Miles Lewis Kelly for this game, and risk out of Fury for the weekend. I'll play Gabriel and I'll play Saliba, but I won't play him for the full game. I'll play him for maybe 60th minute, and I'll bring on Mosquera. I'll start Mosquera in this game. I mean, I'll start him. I'll bring him off the bench this game, and then I'll play Timber on the right, and maybe bring Ben White on after maybe 70th minute. Bring Ben White on so Timber can have a rest for the game against City. In midfield, I'll start at Zubamendi again. Zubamendi knows the Spanish teams, he knows the Spanish league, he knows that stadium. So I'd be happy to start with him. But he's just someone that I would bring off for Norgard, seeing that Norgard's in the squad, maybe after 70th minute. Um, oh, that's three changes I've already made. But in the 10, I don't think Arteta will do this, but this is what I would personally do. I would bring Eze in that number 10 just to see how it goes. Bring Eze in at number 10, and then I'll play Declan Rice alongside Subamendi. Um, I don't think Arteta will do that though. I think Arteta will start Waneri, which I wouldn't mind, but I just want to see Eze in that 10, just in case Odegaard keeps going off injured his shoulder. We don't know what's wrong with his shoulder. He keeps falling on that same shoulder and going off. So we're not too sure. But see Eze in that 10 because I think in the European games you get more space on the ball. There's not too many low blocks like the Premier League. So Eze will exploit that space and try and play that ball to Gyökeres early. So yeah, like he did on Saturday. So yeah, Eze in the 10, and I'll play Madueke on the right. I'll play Martinelli. No, I'll play Trossard on the left, more technically better player, and we have one Madueke as our more explosive winger on that side. So we don't need two of the similar type of wingers the way I see it. So you can play Trossard on the left, and then we can play Gyökeres through the middle and Madueke on the right. So that would be my team. I don't know what you guys think, but I think there's a few changes in there. Um, I think maybe Arteta might even play Mosquera right back and bring Ben White on. Maybe you'll give Timber a rest. We never know. But I don't want us to underestimate Atletico Bilbao. I want us to go there, win convincingly, keep the momentum, and play City home. Hopefully win that game, and then yeah, we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. My prediction for the game will be Arsenal 4-1. I think we'll win 4-1. I think we'll score more than two goals. So yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. And we are out.